First things first, let's talk about the door. This is how you open the screen door. You can kind of see it moves that off there. So the door's open. See? And right next to the door, you've got this cool little panel here. It has the slide out controls. You shouldn't need to worry about those. And the awning control. You're going to want to put that in if the winds get too high. And you'll know when they get too high because the awning will make a terrible sound like it's about to fall off. Only water heater you need to worry about is the electric one. If you use the LP gas, it'll burn through the propane real quick. And there's no need to touch this one. That's the water pump. These switches control your interior lights and the awning lights. The AC, the main AC unit can run off of the 30 amp electric, and here's the controls for that. This is another control for this slide out for the bunkhouse. And let's see, what you don't want to do is you don't want to turn on the AC unit in the master bedroom unless it's the only one you're running. If you try to run this one and the main AC unit off of 30 amps, you'll blow the breaker. Now the breaker for this particular camp is located right outside there underneath that metal panel. All those cool cords you got to just lift up and flip the switch on the breaker. The stove runs off of LP gas. When it's running and you've got it lit, you're going to want to turn on the fan so you don't have any of those nasty gases coming out at you. The pantry does have a light up here. Where's that? There we go. So the pantry does have its own light. We've got additional, I think those are toilet paper in there. Oh, those are paper towels. And we've got the mop, the Swiffer for the inside here. Got the setup of the coffee and the toaster. Plenty of room for additional cups, paper cups, plastic cups, whatever kind of stuff you guys want to bring in. There's lots of storage here. The side covers open also. Got some hand towels in there and a mixer. It looks like it's from the 80s. I believe we have, there we go, parchment paper, Ziploc bags, and some aluminum foil in there. The couch does flip out into a pull-out bed. You just simply take off these top two covers and it pulls out just like any other normal bed will. The bunkhouse does have a dinette set right here, but as you can see, it's laid down for additional sleep. So you can have 4 to 5 people sleeping in here, depending on who's comfortable laying in this bed. Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. And there are additional covers and bed clothing in there. If you want to turn that into the dinette set, you can. It's just a simple matter of moving these back up on the sides, and the table itself pops right back up. You can see underneath there, there's a couple of pipes that are used to hold up the table. As far as the bathroom goes, I recommend keeping the fan on and keeping the AC duct closed here. And when you flush the toilet, just be sure to add a lot of water back in there again before you flush. And if you can, fill it up, flush it in, and then fill it up again. Now if you have to use the honeypot system where somebody comes through and pumps the sewage out, you're going to want to use this stuff, TST. You're going to put a hefty little dose of that in the toilet and flush it down, and then you're going to have to add more water back into the tank so you don't get standing toilet paper issues. The shower is pretty self-explanatory, and underneath here we have additional rolls of toilet paper. And the yellow there goes in the gray water tanks. So that would go down your sink here, down in the shower here, and into that sink there. Realize I'm bouncing around here, but one other thing is these lights are capable of being turned off by themselves. And the lights over here for the dinette was on that switch right there. And those lights are also capable of being operated like that. So if you only want the light on over the table, turn that off. Master bedroom has manually operated lights. There's no switch for the master bedroom. Let's go outside and take a look real quick. I've got the cold water supply line set up with a filter, so if you're going to be drinking off the faucet, I don't really recommend that no matter where you stay. I recommend you use like a Brita filter pitcher or something of that nature. You shouldn't have any need to get into the side doors here, the side cabinets. And here is where our sewage line is at. Now the honeypot guy is going to know how to do that. So if you're using the honeypot system, don't worry about it. And if we're hooking up to a full sewage system, a full hookup, then you don't need to worry about it either. I usually take care of that. Now as for where the keys are located, I don't know if you see underneath there's a handy dandy little hook. And I've got the keychain hanging right off the inside there. And that's usually where I'll put it when I'll expect to be back. Let's open up the outdoor kitchen. Okay, the outdoor kitchen has some wine glasses. They're plastic, you can't break them. Plenty of storage up here. And a fridge that will keep all your outdoor drinks nice and cold. In here, okay, let's try that again. There we go. In here, you've got the gas line for the grill that pulls out. And in order to connect this up and hook it up, you have to look under here. There's a chuck on there for a gas nozzle. And then this comes out right here. And you have to remember when you plug it all together that you turn the switch on here. And when you're done, try and put it back for me. I'd appreciate that. And that's it in the outdoor kitchen.